Legionnaires, today I want to kind of talk about anxiety. Now, I'm not talking about the anxiety that's linked to the clinical depression, people that have been diagnosed with clinical depression. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the everyday, ordinary anxiety that people face when they're greeted with or confronted with a new experience, something they're not familiar with, something that they may want really bad to have, but don't feel confident in themselves. Now, all of us have been through it. And speaking as a performer, I felt that every time I went up on stage, there's a certain amount of anxiety of whether or not you're gonna remember your lines, whether or not the crowd's gonna feel what you're saying, whether or not the audio, the PA system is going to flake out on you and all of a sudden you can't really hear your music or your music doesn't come across good. Maybe you have to speak in front of a group of people. Now, I'm not an expert in this field. I'm just a lay person that has been through situations that have caused me to be a bit anxious about stuff. The one thing that kept me going, the one thing that gave me the strength to go out there and perform in front of a crowd, not knowing how they was going to react, not knowing whether or not I was going to do as good as I wanted to do, the one thing that kept me pushing forward is the fact that I know that anxiety is a gateway. So you're always going to, most people anyway, are going to feel a little bit nervous when they're doing something they've never done before or something that they have a lot invested in, and if it doesn't go right, they feel like everything that they put into it is a waste. Everybody goes through that. But whereas some people allow it to stop them from even attempting what they're trying to do and let it pretty much control them, you have to take that anxiety and control it yourself. And the way that I do it is I view it as a gateway. Everything that I want is on the other end of that anxiety. I want to go out and impress these people when I do my songs, and that anxiety is right there. It's just a doorway. You can push through that doorway and get out there on that stage and do what you know you trained to do, you've practiced to do, what you had the passion to do. All the good things that you've always envisioned that was going to happen to you happens past that anxiety door. So try to think about that instead of focusing on what if things go wrong. Because the truth is, there's always going to be something that happens that we have absolutely no control over. It's always going to be a screw up somewhere. But if you go into this situation with the mindset of, I'm going to be great, and determine that you're going to be great, even when the screw ups happen, you will find a way to adapt because you've gone in there with the mindset that no matter what happens, I'm going to succeed at this. Anyway, that's all from me, Legionnaires. If you enjoyed this video and would like to be a part of the Legion, just like, share, and subscribe to the Reaper Legion Network and help our small community become a larger community. And as always, please, geek responsibly.